Guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing another foundation review. I am doing this one on the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation. Now, I have seen so much of this online. I watch a lot of beauty bloggers, and being from Australia, we don't get a whole lot of products that are available to us as much as they are to America. So, you know, when I'm watching my beauty bloggers and things like that, I'm like getting so excited about their foundations, but we don't seem to get them as early as what they do. But what I love about Tarte is they actually have their very own website and it ships to Australia. If you are in Australia and you are looking for this product on Sephora.com's website, you won't be able to find it, but I have found this one on the Tarte.com website. So what I'm going to do is what I normally do and read a little bit about this product to you guys. It doesn't have a whole lot of information on the website as to what it does, but what it does actually say is it is a lightweight, full coverage hydrating foundation infused with Tarte's Rainforest of the Sea complex and non-chemical SPF 15 sunscreen. Literally, that's all it says. On the box, I've kept it all together so I could read what it actually says on the box, and it says that it helps prevent sunburn. It is used as directed with other sun protection measures. It decreases the risk of skin cancer and early skin aging caused by the sun. It's actually quite cute packaging. It comes with a little pump, which I absolutely love. I am in the shade light medium neutral. I literally had to sort of go on a whim as to what color I was on the website because I am unable to go in store and see what my shade would be. So this is purely on a whim. I'm really hoping that this color, I don't know, matches me. Even if it's not something that I can wear with a fake tan, that's fine, because I don't know, I'm sort of slowing down on the fake tan. Like, don't get me wrong, like I still love being fake tanned, but I am enjoying my natural skin color a lot more. So I am finding it hard most days to sort of find a color that actually suits me. So if this isn't quite as dark as what I'd hoped for, that's fine with me. What I'm going to do is, as usual, I'm going to prime one side of my face. I am actually going to be using my Tarte primer. This is the Clean Slate Poreless. I absolutely love this primer just in general, but I figured, seeing as this is a Tarte product, I wanted to see how it actually worked using the same brand as the foundation. So I'm just going to take a small amount of primer and just pop that on one side of my face. I like to focus more on where my pores and my fine lines are. I just like to sort of pack that on around my eyes, around that front center area, and also just on my nose a little bit, because if I'm going to go oily anywhere, which is pretty rare, that's where I'm going to go oily. And where my smile line is, I tend to get a lot of sitting, like separating and all of that sort of stuff. So I like to blow my cheek out and really get into that lined area, and then just with the rest of it, I'm gonna sort of pack that all over. With this foundation, they do recommend to use a sponge, so I'm going to take my damp beauty blender and I'm going to start buffing that into my skin. I'll do 2 coats like what I normally do. It does say that it is a full coverage, so I'm really curious to see, you know, what type of full coverage it is. I'm just going to take about 3 drops. Start off really quite small. Oh, the product actually smells really nice and the color is perfect. I can already start to see that this product is very full coverage for a weightless water foundation. It is fantastic. Like, I can feel the blending of it already. I don't know if I'm a fan of this pump. If anything, it actually makes it a lot harder to put on, but I'm going to start to blend that in. This is the first coat. It does seem to blend very well with the beauty blender, and I have to say though, I have gone off using the beauty blender there for a little while, but with the recommendation of Tarte, they're saying to use this foundation with the Beauty Blender, and I have to say it's actually blending really, really nicely. So I forgot to mention it's actually 11:15, so I'm just doing this at 11:15. I'm going to go back in and do my next check-in probably in a few hours, but yeah, I just forgot to mention that what the time was. This is actually coat number 1. I am really, really happy with this coat. The color is absolutely fantastic. I'm loving the shade of it. The actual consistency of this product is beautiful. Like, for somebody like me who has dry, dehydrated skin, this foundation is absolutely beautiful. Like, I feel like my skin is just drinking it. It looks really, really natural. It looks very skin-like. It does not look powdery. It actually has like quite a nice dewy sort of tone to it. But yeah, at the moment, like, I would be happy as an everyday basis just to use this one coat, just to give that little bit of a blur over your skin when you're not wanting to wear too much makeup. I definitely do agree with the fact that this is a full coverage foundation, considering that this is only coat number 1. I am going to go back in and do coat number 2 just for the purposes of this video. I really probably think that this is actually quite a nice daytime foundation, but yeah, I'm going to jump in and do my second. I have to say, I hate the pump. It's really annoying. I wish that I don't know, it just had a bit more of a different, I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm just not used to that sort of style, but it's actually really quite awkward to put on. But I don't know if I'm doing it right or not, but it just seemed really awkward putting it on my beauty blender like I was going to drop it, but then I thought, I don't know. So yeah, this is now the second coat that I'm doing. This is now the second coat. I am absolutely obsessed. I don't think I've been so obsessed with the foundation since my Hourglass one. Like, this is like completely different to that. It's very lightweight. It's very, very lightweight. Like, I almost don't even feel like I have any foundation on at all. I feel like this is the perfect color for me when my tan's sort of starting to come off. Like, I'm not quite dark, but I'm not quite light. It is just everything that I've been looking for in a foundation for such a long time. Like, I don't know, like, I'm just like in love with it. Like, the coverage of it is so nice. It does not look powdery. I just feel like for someone who has dry skin, like, it is just so pretty. Oh my God, I'm obsessed. I'm really, really curious to see though how it is going to hold up over the course of, you know, the next 7 to 8 hours or however long it takes me to do this review. I'm curious to see if the foundation does go really, really dewy. Like I said, I do go a little bit oily sometimes. It's very rare. It's just depending on what I'm doing. I'm just kind of around my house like today, so I'm not doing anything strenuous, but yeah, I'm really curious to see how it holds up. It definitely blurs out my pores really, like, quite well. At the moment, I can definitely see the difference between the unprimed side to the primed side. Like, it's really sitting quite nicely. Like, it's not sitting into my pores or my fine lines. I really feel like on the unprimed side that it does accentuate my pores a little bit more. So maybe once that's oxidized, it might like come up a little bit differently, but at the moment it's like I am definitely noticing the prime side to look a lot better. I'm gonna jump on and do the rest of my foundation, and I will check back in once I've done with that. At this very moment in time, I'm absolutely obsessed with it. Like, I love it. Like, I can straight up tell you that this will be a foundation that I'm going to use all the time because it's just such a pretty tone. It's just sitting nicely. It is creasing on my eyelids a little bit. You can sort of see that already. So you are going to definitely need to set that, which I would assume that most people do anyway. So yeah, I'll check back in once my makeup has been placed all over my face. Okay guys, so it is now 12:30. It took me a little bit longer to film my makeup than what I thought because my goddamn camera kept dying. But yeah, this is now the full face. It's been on for about an hour or so. I am still obsessed with it. Like, honestly, this foundation foundation is, oh, it is to die for. I absolutely love it. Like, I'm so happy with it. What I did actually forget to mention earlier is on the website, it retails for about, I think, Australian $60. So it is a little bit more on the high price side, but I feel like this foundation is just absolutely divine. Like, I'm obsessed. My makeup does not look matte at all. I don't feel cakey. I don't feel over the top. It just has like this nice color to it. So at the moment, like I said earlier, I really do notice a difference between either side, and I feel like my left side is definitely settling in a lot nicer than the unprimed side. So with this foundation, I highly recommend using a primer with it. But at the moment, I'm really still enjoying this foundation, being that it has oxidized now and I can see the true color as to what it is. I hope that it actually stays like this and doesn't go too oily, but at the minute I'm still obsessed. So in another few hours, I'll check back in at about 3 o'clock and I'll see how it is settling in then. So it's now about 3 o'clock and I just wanted to check in and talk to you about my foundation. It's holding up really well. Hang on, let me take my glasses off. It's holding up really well. The primed side is definitely a hit. I probably wouldn't use this foundation without using a primer. It hasn't seemed to separate. I don't know if you can kind of see. You can see the line in my smile a lot more than what you can on this side. I just feel like it fills them out a little bit more. The foundation has now been on for almost about 4 hours, I would say. And honestly, it still looks really fresh. I don't feel oily. I don't feel cakey. It's not going like a funny sort of tone. It's really, I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I'm really happy with it. I will check back in after dinner and then maybe do one more. I don't know, like I'm going to say at the moment I'm giving it an 8 out of 10 only because it's only my third check-in. So I don't know, I'm going to see how further it goes. I really want to see if it does go oily or not, but yeah. At the moment, I'm still loving it. I still recommend it and it is probably one of my top foundations at the moment. So I will check back in just after dinner. So we've now hit about 6 o'clock. I've just eaten dinner. My makeup's now been on since, I don't know, 12 o'clock, so about 6 hours. Considering my lipstick is pretty much all gone, my makeup is still intact. I'm really, really loving this foundation. Like, I feel like the quality of it is absolutely fantastic. Like, it's just ever so lightly sitting in my fine lines and so now, but it's still not oily. It's still got that dewy look to it. Could be a lot worse considering it has been on for, you know, 6.5 or so hours. Well, it was more like 11 when I put it on, but yeah, I'm really loving it still. I'm going to do one more check-in at about 9 o'clock just to see if it's sitting terribly in any other places, but up until that, I'm really happy with it. This is now my last check-in for the day. I just wanted to let you guys know that basically I'm obsessed with this foundation and it is now probably one of my holy grail foundations. I absolutely love the formula. My skin has not gone oily at all. It is just looking so nice. Like, I can't even... If you enjoy these type of videos, as usual, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, please make sure you do. And I will see you in my next video. See you. Bye.